What I like to do is walk up and say, "Do you like black people? Because I like black people."
It's like he's all racist. He said it. Like
I like them.
That's how you start your conversation.
Yeah, I don't say hi. I just say, "Do you like black people?" Because I too like black people.
That's like when your grandmother says, "Oh yeah, I like N-words." It's like, Grandma, I know what you're trying to say.
It's not like that though.
Grandma.
I would never say.
I know you had a lot of lead poisoning when you were young.
I would never say the N-word.
You just don't.
But Grandma.
My grandma would not either.
Mine might. I don't think I've ever heard her say it.
I don't think she would.
I've heard her say some pretty questionable racy stuff, and I'm like, Grandma.
Our great grandmother was really racist,
but
and homophobic.
Oh, that. And I thought you meant Nutella. Sheesh! You're gonna die.
Give me 1 second, because I still have tears in my eyes.
He's dying inside.
You have a grumpy face by default.
Man, I don't even live here.
Did I remember my keys, or am I just stupid?
Oh, I don't like how this is going.
I think it's for dummies.
God, I smell dog shit.
Wait. Give me a second. It's gonna be really. It's gonna be anticlimactic, but I had one planned.
Oh, good.
It's gonna be really because I said, wait a minute now. Welcome to Absurdity Podcast. It's me again, Jake, and the walking contradiction.
Nailed it.
You know what? Fucking just you go and do it.
Welcome to the Absurdity Podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Absurdity69. Go watch us on YouTube at Absurd Entertainment. Go check out the Patreon and subscribe. That is Absurdity Pod.
Absurdity Pod.
Yep. Pod.
Our first
Patreon.com/Absurdity Pod.
Backslash Absurdity
Slash?
Pod.
Is it just a slash?
It's that button that you know what to press. Just look at the URL and you'll figure it out.
And our first episode on Patreon just dropped by the time you guys watch this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So go pay that $1 a month to go.
It's $1 a month.
Yeah, it's like 87 cents.
But definitely go follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, go follow us on Twitter. Yeah,
definitely follow us on Twitter.
We'll start posting shirtless pics.
Anyway, I'm Cameron, and my God, yesterday my wife threw a baguette at me.
Oh, here it comes.
I was so mad I called the cops, and she got arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
No.
Yes. No.
Yes. I giggled.
Yes. You saw it coming.
No, that's the thing is I
gotta switch it up.
The play out was too long. You needed like a quick.
I kind of like the suspense. I'm trying to figure out where the joke's going to be.
I didn't like the suspense because I immediately knew it was going to be a dad joke. And I'm like, I don't want to wait for this. Just get it over with.
I was excited.
I had to, linger and then drop.
Linger and drop. What up, guys? DK. I guess I got to drop 2 facts this week.
You do.
But the thing is it rained today. What does that mean? Does that have any like relevancy to the rain check?
But it ended before the workday, right?
Not mine.
It ended before my workday release. Like as I was walking into work is when the rain ended.
See, so it doesn't count.
All right. First.
Yeah, exactly.
First fun fact of the week.
Ooh, the triple F.
Your boy DK is now a pet dad again. I got a little kitten this past week. Her name.
I'm sorry.
No, she's great. Her name is Lizzie Borden, after the famous axe murderer Lizzie Borden herself.
Nailed it.
But no, I got home from work last Tuesday, and I'm like, I open my driver's side door, and I'm like getting my stuff like out of the passenger seat,
going through his box of miscellaneous kittens to see 21s.
But no, like I'm just sitting there chilling.
Keeps in the car.
This cat hops up in my lap, and I'm like, "Oh, hello, who are you?" And she
said, "Lizzie."
Yeah, she just looks like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here." And I'm like, "You are here."
And then he remembered he ate mushrooms.
Yeah, then I remember I ate 5 grams of mushrooms that afternoon. But so I got out of the car, and she like followed me up the stairs and into the house, and I was just like, what are you? You're
That's like a dead friend that came to visit you or
like
something.
This cat thinks she's a dog because I'll hike around my hill and stuff like that. She stays like right beside me or like 2 feet in front of me. She's great. She is.
Oh, if she thinks she's a dog, then she's fine.
She's a dog cat. She's great. Like you call her.
Yeah,
you call her, she comes. Like you want to pet her, you pet her, and then you put her away. And she's like,
only
hey,
my
what's
exes
up?
could do that.
Rip. But no, that's fact number 1. Pet dad. Fun fact number 2 of the week is. Oh no.
Wah, wah,
Yeah, man, it was there. It was there.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that was gross.
in my ear.
Yeah, but you
like
heard
that.
that one,
Yeah,
bitch.
over there, Mr. Recordy boy.
Yeah. That was,
I
ugh.
planned that.
Oh man, you know what?
Uh-oh. Rain check for 3
Yep.
next week.
Yep, it's a rain check. No, it only has to be 2 next week. So I gave you 1 this week.
But I think compounded interest.
I get, inflation. All
Yeah,
that
this
stuff.
is a fact loan right now.
The government.
I'm coming
is
for the
gonna-
I have a
kneecaps.
fact number 2. Sometimes being
You want to donate? You can donate.
sometimes being the producer of this show sucks.
Yeah. Hell, being the talent on this show sucks.
Oh my god.
Tell me about it.
I'm in the middle of the Eiffel Tower sucks.
Exactly.
My back hurts all the time.
Or fun band.
Put the team on my back.
Oh,
Is it
speaking of
carrying your asses all over?
my voluptuous ass. Hey guys, it's Jake. The living contradiction to big things come in small packages.
Are you
So
talking
you
about
went to the cum dump.
Hmm?
So
You
you went
did?
to the you went to the cum dump?
No. I said no. Wait, what?
You said big things come in small packages.
Yeah, the contradiction of it.
So he
Tiny things come in small packages.
did.
I have a small
go to the cum
penis.
dump.
Was the
Oh,
joke?
I thought you meant your benign tumor.
Which one?
What about your
Your
malignant
penis.
No, that's why I call it
tumor? 9
testicle.
piece of flesh.
A 9.
Better than a beignet.
My beignets.
My beignets. Imagine.
God,
if your
I used to
testicles
love
were
going to
shaped like
beignets.
He's got
Jesus.
he's got a benign tumor, a beignet, and
And a
bunions.
baguette.
Bunions.
He's got the triple threat of the bees.
Yeah.
Oh
Next
my
week he's
God.
gonna have a bonsai tree.
Oh.
Ooh, out the ass. Trim it down.
Whoa.
Make it look pretty.
Wow. That
That's
took
like-
a turn I was not
I
expecting.
think that's called
That would be the coolest thing to have not the coolest thing, but it would look cool.
to have a tree in your ass. I think
No,
that's
no.
dendrophilia. Is what that's
No,
called.
to have like a really nicely trimmed bonsai tree coming out of your ass would be kind of impressive.
I just need to know what having
You
sex
would,
with
you would
trees is
look like
called.
the like one of the Pokemon that have the island on its back, the turtle.
But not on your back though.
Close enough.
Dendrophilia or the love of trees.
I love Dandruff.
but it's like a sexual love of trees. There you go.
I mean, I've seen some images of trees where I'm like, damn, you thick.
What's weird is like all of these
Never had
things
that
on my
feeling.
homepage are definitely like when I Googled this, because it's all blurry. Like
Can you look up dummy thick trees real quick so I can show them what that looks like?
dummy thick trees.
Yes, listen, you'll understand when you see the images of
Oh
dummy
my
thick
gosh.
trees.
Oh, it's like tree tumors then.
Yeah, like it grows weird, but it looks like a woman's ass.
Yeah, there used to be one on my bus stop when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
We used to call it the butt tree for that reason. Like, hey, look at that butt tree.
Yeah, and maybe I got horny from it once or twice. Sue me.
Dendrophilia.
Sue me, pedo. Or not pedo.
It's not PETA.
Pedo.
PETA.
Oh,
Trees
PETA.
aren't animals.
You said
Pedos, PETA, same thing. Fuck them.
different
Speaking of
species.
bestiality this week,
Continue.
That's illegal.
Continue.
I actually had nothing to do
This
with
is
that.
this is how we get him off the show.
This is how we get canceled.
That's not possible.
We just turned him. We just turned this episode into the police.
Oh no. Wait,
Evidence.
Google didn't like what I was looking at. Let me go back.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
Anyways,
officer.
I watched a really interesting interview.
Now,
with
if you want to
Bill
really,
Gates.
if you want to really get him, listen to the rest.
I watched a really good interview with Mr. Haynes recently. No, I watched a really good interview with Bill Gates.
Mr. Haynes, like the
Mr.
underwear.
Haynes.
Mr. Hands.
Mr. Haynes, like
Mr.
the guy who
Haynes.
died from being
Yeah.
fucked by a horse.
Rip. Literal. Rip.
Yikes!
Yeah, literal rip.
Ripped
I think he died from like
everything.
anal contusions or whatever the fuck it is.
We
Anal-
don't have to talk about Mr.
anal
Hands,
rippage.
man. Like, we just don't.
Listen, I was going to leave it, and
We
then
can
you
just
and then
don't.
you made the rip joke, so I had to continue.
We could just don't.
We could
so-
just don't.
But so
That's not
Bill-
even a real sentence.
Exactly.
We could just don't.
So Bill Gates went on an interview with PBS. Just, I guess it was to apologize for being known with Epstein.
Yeah, for diddling kids.
I mean,
That's why Melinda,
I mean,
that's why part of
I
the
mean-
reasons why Melinda left his ass.
so I don't know. Did you know that his only life goal is to win a Nobel Peace Prize?
What's a Nobel Peace Prize?
Peace Prize.
The priest.
It's when you molest a
for
kid in
diddling
church.
kids. That's
Yeah,
why
for
he
diddling
did
kids.
it.
Oh,
That's why he got known by Epstein. But yeah, Nobel Peace Prize is like all he's ever wanted.
Well,
And so
he's not getting it.
I mean, he's not. No.
diddling kids.
But so when he got in contact with Epstein, he was told he had the assumption that people in Epstein's circle would be able to find a way to get him to get a Nobel Peace Prize. But in this interview, I've never seen someone wiggle in their skin so much like a worm.
Well, he's a reptilian.
Being asked these questions. Because he's saying here, he's like this, he's like, and he's like answering questions like this. He keeps his hands like this. He keeps on playing with it, with the finger his wedding ring was on when he's answering questions about Epstein. And they ask questions that will go on here. Host says, is there a lesson for you for anyone looking at this? And Gates awkwardly replied, well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful. In response to being interviewed about a lesson from being involved with Epstein, he's saying, well, he's dead. So in general, you always got to be careful. Which the way if you actually heard him say it, I don't want to play it, but if you actually hear him say it, it sounded like he wanted, like it was almost a threat in a way. And the question before that, when they're asking about the dinners and everything, they're asking like, hey, so even after like things came out about Epstein, you continue to go to these dinners. And what was the reason for that? And he wouldn't give a reason. He would just say, well, I'm terribly sorry about that. I've already said that. So there was nothing new about that.
They had shit on it. Epstein had shit on him and he kept going. It's like, yeah. So
every time he was asked a question, he would not give an answer. He would just say, well, I've already apologized. So that should be the end of it. And then when talked about the death, he said, should be careful.
Just be careful, man.
Just be careful. He's dead. So be careful.
Don't get suicided in your own cell.
Yeah.
Just don't get suicided.
Yeah. Count the threads of that sheet real quick.
Oh my gosh. For you, go to, I think it's about episode 153 of LP on the left.
Are you telling me to literally look it up?
No, I'm telling these. Okay. This is for listening. It is a 3-part series about Satanism in America. And not just America, but in the government from the beginning. And it's not Satanism in the way that we think of Satanism, how we talked about. It's the wrong Satanism where people are doing the sacrifices and doing all that stuff. And there's some really compelling, spooky stuff. Very, very interesting episode. 3 of them. Check them out.
Wait, can you just text it to me?
I mean, yeah, I can.
I don't know where my phone is. I'm going to forget by the time I find my phone.
You threw it.
Yeah, you did throw it.
I did throw it. It's actually directly underneath me.
Yeah, because
you just text it to me.
You just text it to me still.
Because you're not good at intros, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so excited just about doing the show.
Yeah.
I had too much energy to do the intro.
It just further proves my case that why my back hurts so much.
I don't even want it. I don't want that level of responsibility. So you take it, big guy.
It's okay, I'll make a new, better one.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's like your one thing you look forward to every day.
Yeah. It's like, here we go.
Since you mentioned...
I just got to get Jake to shut up for 5 seconds.
So since you mentioned the last podcast on the Left's Network, they mentioned something called a Reverend Doctor, which I love the concept of that. Because it's just like, I just imagine going to the doctor's office and just being like, well, you could have a demon or you could have stage 2 pancreatic cancer.
Well, it was like barbers were doctors for years and years and years and years. That's why
I don't trust that either.
Well, that's the thing is like the barber pole. You know how the barber pole is
naturally
the color of it is white and red. The reason before that is because there's always been a pole outside a doctor's office, and what they used to do is they would wrap bandages that they had bleached. But the thing is these bandages have been used so many times that after you bleach and clean them, they're still red. They would wrap them around that pole to dry, and that has just come over. Like you would go to the doctor, get your beard trimmed up, get your hair shaved, and get some leeches put on your body to suck out all that bad blood. Or they would do just bloodletting in general. Or you'd get amputation. Like you'd be like, shave 50 cents, haircut 75 cents. Amputate finger, $1. Amputate limb, like $20. Like that's how medicine was done for the longest time, was by the barbers. Like
another reason why medieval times was fucking horrible.
Yeah, like we really we really didn't know anything. We weren't really like medical science has been behind up until like the past couple of 100 years, and
I would almost say like 1920.
Well, like no, like even that. But we owe a lot of our medical discoveries to the Nazis.
I mean, that's painfully true.
You know,
Yes.
because
They're my favorite.
He said
you
it.
want to reel that back, Big Dog?
Canceled. Twitter.
That one's
This is
rough.
guys.
That one's
guys.
rough.
This is a comedy podcast.
This is a comedy podcast, but that one's just rough.
No, it's
Said
good.
every Nazi
It's
ever.
good. It's good. It's a good one.
But my friend, it's just
Next week he's
going to
be giving us QAnon sign-up sheets. I'm scared.
It's just a comedy podcast, guys.
I
Guys,
had
it's
that
funny.
planned for this episode.
Oh, hey! I gotta go. I just gotta go
After the sign up.
after the sign-up.
Part of the contract. Prepare for the bloodletting.
But no, like medical science is really grown because of like a lot of fucked up stuff in history where people were just dissecting bodies to dissect bodies or to
history's
see what
not okay.
to see what the human body was capable of.
Dr. Zed.
Doctors, it was actually. Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to go Borderlands universe, but really we're talking about Mengele.
The Mengele.
Dr. Mengele was like the biggest Nazi doctor, and he did
My father.
They call me Dr. Mengele.
Mengele. But no, dude, medical science wouldn't be where it's at without some fucked up shit in the past.
I'm going to take your lens.
Oh, I just want to touch on something that happened about
Kids?
4 minutes ago.
I know you-
Demon doesn't have a D at the end of it.
I say demons. It's fine.
Demon.
I don't know if you have a demon or you need a haircut.
I mean, if you're putting on the old Southern draw accent, demon. He's got a demon in his bones.
I
could
did
see.
live like 13 years in Texas.
I could see like Joel Steed or some like crazy
It's like
South
10 years in Texas.
not
13.
preacher talking like that. That's fine.
Gotta get out the demons out the body.
Demon this.
The demons.
But still no D. at
More
the end.
syllables. More syllables. Better. More important words.
Demons. Demons.
How many syllables? 3?
Out your body.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I'm glad we got that. I'm glad we got the demons out of our bodies.
Yep, the demons.
The demons. Yeah.
Rectally.
You know, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Do we want to do? Oh, actually, first.
Well, you've got you, Mr. Big Boy.
Don't
over
worry.
there.
No, I
Listen,
got it,
Mr.
I got
Fuck,
it.
you
I
got
got
it.
it. I got it.
Fuck out. My back hurts. My back hurts. Look at me leaving air in the fucking conversation because my back
I
hurts.
got a news story to talk about.
I'm
Yeah,
carrying
so
a
you got something to
show.
talk about. Talk about it, big guy.
Burned out single family home in Melrose for
Burned out
sale
problem
as
producer.
is for $399,000.
Melrose, like, where is that?
I believe Massachusetts.
Melrose, Massachusetts. $399,000.
Did you missed the important part of that?
Yeah.
Burned out single family home in Melrose for sale as is for $399,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A burned out house for $399,000.
Listen, I'm a burned out human, so I can understand the privacy.
Well, I mean, if it depends on
Guys, listen, it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
good deal.
come on.
Decorated.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I
come on.
really expected something different than a 3-bedroom one.
It's
like I really
authentic.
thought there was going to be some justification for that, but really, like, is this like?
It's rustic.
Well, I mean, no, the plot of like it really depends on how big is the land.
It does not say that.
It's just the house.
just the house, literally the house.
The
only.
front of the house is completely burned, and the windows are boarded up after they were reportedly blown out during the fire.
Hell
rustic.
According to the Boston Globe, firefighters had to rip out walls and ceilings inside to put the fire out. The listing, which is now on several real estate websites, doesn't shy away from the work that needs to be done. It starts by saying, "Attention contractors. House is in need of a complete renovation or partial teardown and
Single
rebuild.
burned out homes in your area, ready
Prior
to
to
fuck.
due diligence. House being sold as is. The median sale price for single family homes in
Dominicans?
Massachusetts in August was $535,000.
Well, I mean,
So you're getting a discount.
yeah, you are getting.
What is
I mean,
this, Los Angeles? Jesus Christ.
it's Melrose, Massachusetts.
It's Massachusetts.
It is Massachusetts.
I mean, the Northeast is expensive.
It is, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's kind of
So-
like the density of
So 400,000. There's you're saving a pretty penny.
Yeah, but I mean,
That is fair. Like,
I'm like
just the price of that lot.
yeah, that
would
the
be
lot
pricey.
itself is what because like I said, the lot itself could be like that.
Maybe it has a
money.
great
Yeah.
foundation.
Maybe
It's got good bones. It's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
good bones.
Yeah.
big bones, but
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
She's a brick house.
ooh,
Mighty.
90-year-old man slugs
Let all you
neighbor
know.
in lawn dispute.
I get it.
Old dudes are serious about their lawns. Over the weekend, 46-year-old Jack Henson had his lawn guys over cutting the grass when his neighbor decided to throw an old man fit. As the gardeners were cutting the grass at Jack's house, they stepped into the property of 90-year-old Thomas Conrad.
Mm-hmm.
When Tommy saw the workers on his lawn, he went to confront them, telling them to get off his property.
Get off my property.
Get off
What's
my
Jack's
lawn.
last name?
Jack's last name. Okay, where'd he go? Henson.
God, that's a name.
So
that
was it like two
fucks.
old dudes who?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, that's the thing.
That man sounds
they're
like
old.
a porn director.
I'm telling you, lead theory, dog. Lead theory. Inhibited thinking, like just like irrational
Grandma.
thinking, violence. These guys just had a little kick up with a little lead.
They just snorted a little bit.
They just snorted a little bit of lead.
Okay, so Jack told Tom to leave them alone, but Tom wasn't having it. That's when Tom became agitated and aggravated, telling Jack that he should punch him. Jack said, "Go ahead, but it wouldn't be a good idea because he would get the law involved."
I should punch you.
That's when Tom punched Jack in the face twice and went back into his house. Sticking to his promise, Jack called the cops, who went to Tom's house to ask him about the ordeal. When they got there, Tom's wife said he was resting and didn't want to be disturbed.
Oh my God. Men of their word.
Oh, I'm going to punch you in the face.
That's a gentleman's dispute.
So wait. So Jack was being an asshole to the people on his lawn?
No,
Or Tom
was being Jack. It was Jack's lawn people.
Uh-huh.
The lawn people made their way over to Tommy's lawn, and Tommy didn't like that they were on his lawn.
Oh.
So he was yelling at Jack, and Jack didn't like that he was yelling at
The people.
the people.
That's
Yeah.
what it feels like to be like a
So-
housewife.
Jack said, "You
Crazy
should
stories.
punch me."
And he did punch him.
So he did.
Wait, did he say you should punch me or did he say I should punch you?
No, he said, "I should punch you," and Jack said, "Go ahead." So Tommy did it twice in the face.
Such a gentleman's dispute. I should punch you. If you do, I'll call the police. Punch, calls the police. Takes a nap.
His wife finally convinced him to talk to the police. Tom said he recalled asking the gardeners to get off his lawn. Tom told police that Jack told him to hit him, and at that time, he punched him twice in the face, as to which cops responded with, "If someone asked you to shoot them, would you do it?"
If he's on my lawn,
Tom
fuck
replied,
you.
"Then I would have shot him."
Motherfucker, get off my lawn.
Lead, man.
Tom says he didn't do anything wrong because Jack asked him to punch him in
Punch
the
me in the
face.
fucking face. Do it, bro.
Police tried to explain that to Tom that he had committed battery, to which Tom replied, "Get the fuck out of my house."
Oh my God. Holy shit. Old dudes are brutal, man.
I love it. I love
Get the
it.
fuck out of my house.
Fuck out of my house.
All right, next one. Man sues psychic who said he could remove his ex's curse. I wanted to get a little
She was
involved
just a
in
little bit of
the
a
Halloween
bitch.
season.
Okay, yeah.
A California man was swindled by a swindler and is now
Swindled by a
suing for
swindler?
swindling.
Who else would swindle
Now
you?
suing for swindling.
A California man was swindled by a swindler and now suing for swindling.
Suing for swindling.
Hey,
that's
it was in the name, motherfucker.
Mauro Restrepo
Okay.
found Los Angeles-based psychic Sophia Adams' website and decided to talk to the woman about a reading. Sophia bills herself as a PhD life coach and psychic love coach. Morrow thought that he had the real deal, so he felt confident he had a pro and went through with a reading. She told the man that he had mala suerte, or bad luck, put there by an ex-girlfriend when she hired a spellcasting witch.
I knew she was always a bitch.
She went on to tell the man that his family would be unhappy and in danger unless he paid her $5,100.
Oh, cursed my penis made it smaller.
So Morrow
Made my
put down
nuts bigger.
$1,000 as a deposit,
And my
But
balls
he's-
hang lower than my penis.
but
Oh,
said
because
she
of that bitch.
didn't in any way help with his marriage. He claims he suffered anxiety and sleepless nights,
Took half the dog.
so he is taking the psychic to court, citing intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress along with negligence and civil conspiracy. He's suing her business, her husband, her daughter, and her landlord for her business, saying they all knew she was using her position to take advantage of clients, but did nothing to stop her. He's looking for $25,000 in damages.
You think this person has $25,000?
I mean, maybe.
Bro,
she's
she's a swindler.
She swindled him out
Yeah.
of at least $1,000.
Yeah.
The down
21
payment.
people, boom, you got 21 grand.
Jeez, man. That's just like, why would you even think? You gotta pay me $5,100 to get rid of this curse. Just pay me the 50. You can pay me $1,000 now.
She just shits
I'll
in her hand, starts smearing
I'll
it
get
on
rid
you.
of 3/4 of the curse.
$51,000.
Then you
I'm
pay
sorry.
me the rest.
If someone
I'll get
tells
rid
me
of it
they're
all.
a psychic love coach, I'm like, yeah, not for me, dog.
What about a psychic love wolf?
Maybe.
Furry.
Don't judge me.
It's just chase and tail.
Literally.
Nailed it.
That might be the only joke that was good that you've ever told.
I mean, that's a lie.
Is it though?
I'm gonna call Michaela real quick. Ask her.
That doesn't. I don't know if that counts.
Why does it not count?
Because you can't use someone that might laugh at everything.
She does not laugh at everything. She
Sure?
does not laugh at it. She's not the kind of person that just laughs at things.
Does she laugh at our show?
I assume so.
Then yes, she does. We're not funny.
That's
We're not
fair.
funny.
We're not funny at all.
we're-
We're,
we
a
have
comedy
our moments.
podcast that's not funny.
That's true.
That's what we got going for us. It's our
Yeah.
it's our stitch.
We're a radio show without the music.
Our stitch or a shtick?
Both.
I like it. I don't know what a stitch is. I mean, I know what a stitch is.
I would say I could tell you. I could look
It
it
was
up.
a,
real quick
it was
if
a
you want
Disney
to know.
movie.
It was. I mean, it was part of it. It was
Half the Disney
I need to take
movie.
a piss. Let's take a break.
You don't get to decide that.
I have a mosquito.
You don't.
taking a piss.
We'll have a top 10 when we come back. Ha! My terms. Welcome back from the commercial on my terms.
I gotta take a piss.
Bye. Anywho, I'm gonna cut out the bye. I didn't like that. I don't know why I yelled it.
Now you got to leave it in now because you've talked about it.
No, I can cut that. I can cut it all out.
I can talk about this.
Yeah,
for the
we
next
can
minute
keep,
and a half.
we can keep
We're
on
just
going
gonna
the rest of the
drag it
show.
out.
This
Could be like 10:30.
I have all the power.
You like to think so.
Good luck doing this show by yourself.
I mean, Grizzly and the Cub.
Yeah, I'll just bring him out here. Let's have a crossover.
Only near his birthday.
We'll just have a crossover episode.
He just brings the dogs in
Be
here
like,
and talks to
yeah,
them.
there's no more absurdity, but we're crossing over to Grizzly.
But
and the
isn't
Cub.
this the most absurd?
It's a transition
This is,
episode.
yeah, this is
It's the only-
absurdity.
Jesus, please,
As long as you worry your
I'm
absurdity.
dying for facts.
Okay,
For
so
a top 10, I'm dying for something. Give me something.
Okay, so we
I hope it's
have.
better than the last one.
I mean, the last one wasn't bad.
That
but I
was
hope it's-
rude.
The last list
That
was
was rude.
The last list was
I put a lot
good-
of thought into that.
It was a good list. And no,
Don't
you
lie to
didn't.
me.
Don't lie.
No, you
You're
didn't.
a liar. You pulled it
You're
from
a
Rotten
liar.
Tomatoes. You told us on the
I put a lot of thought into what top tens I wanted to do.
Oh,
But it wasn't.
I put a lot of thought into the episode. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
also
it
kind
was a
of-
good top 10, but I
I don't think you put much work into the episode.
I thought the top 10 was a good.
I'm not
idea.
coming in here with shit anymore.
Please don't come in here with shit.
Well, now I am.
I mean, we all technically,
do come
with
in
our
here with
bodies,
shit.
we come in here with
No,
feces.
I clean myself out before I come. I do.
That's
shit.
impressive, honestly.
That's
Completely
not healthy
100%
every
clear.
week. That's not healthy for your gut biome.
It doesn't matter.
That's probably not. Yeah, a complete clear out once a week.
I drink bacteria.
Straight bacteria.
Yeah.
What would straight bacteria look like?
I start collecting on Monday.
On what do you collect?
He collects
Bacteria.
So what he does is he's
What
got
kind of
a couple of
bacteria?
he's got a couple of
Don't worry about
agar
it.
plates in there,
That's disgusting.
and he takes a little swatch of poo.
No, I was gonna say
on
he
Monday.
scrapes his big toe into it.
No, he takes a little swatch of poo,
He licks it.
puts it on that agar plate, and by Thursday that thing grows.
I have a thing I put on the end of my pinky, and then I
I
just.
don't like that you said grows, but you didn't do it in the span of a regular tray.
No, it goes
In the
it grows
span
outside of, the
like
tray.
a colony.
Yeah. And then I do that, and then I take it all in,
New theory on where coronavirus
Eats
came
it
from.
all.
and then Monday, right before you guys get here, I clean out, and so I'm fresh.
He's just sitting there with a fork, just
I'm-
scraping the tray.
I don't
into
know
his
why you
mouth.
guys are mad. I make myself fresh for you. I don't know why.
I don't like the idea.
I do it for you guys.
This
I like
episode
the
brought
idea-
to you by Summer's Eve.
I like the idea of you scraping colonies of bacteria into your gullet.
I just need
That's
I
disturbing.
mean, it's like drinking kombucha, but not.
but this is solid bacteria, like physical
You're
colonies.
not supposed to drink the
It's very-
kombucha plate, the colony
It's
plate.
very,
Physical
it's very
colonies.
old kombucha.
You're eating people.
I just
at
let
that
it,
point.
I let it ferment more than it's been
You
fermented.
have eaten civilizations.
Pretty much.
These bacteria have grown.
Anyway,
They have a conscience.
If it's the top 10 list,
Top 10 bacteria. E. coli.
colostrum.
To give you guys more preparation for what you can do come the weekend of Halloween,
Yeah.
Spooky,
we have 10
scary.
of the scariest haunted houses in America.
In America.
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
I love haunted houses, dude.
There's so real haunted houses. Are we talking about like?
I love shows like
I mean, the shows are pretty
haunts.
good too. Yeah.
It starts at number 1, so I got to scroll to the bottom. Right. All right. Number
What the fuck
10,
was that burp? Okay.
the Netherworld Haunted House in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Ooh, tell us about Netherworld.
No.
Georgia's
next.
Netherworld has been consistently ranked as a top scary Halloween attraction. The main theme of last year, Halloween Nightmare, centered around a centuries-old feud between two rural Georgia clans. But as the website promises, the themes change dramatically each year, so expect new effects, costumes, sets, and scares.
Ooh, let's go to Georgia. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about the feud, but Georgia's cool.
I've never been there.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've been
close.
close.
I mean, Georgia's cool in theory.
I've been close too. I've
been
never been there.
Never been to Georgia. Never been over on the East Coast. So
I hear
I
it's
have.
not too much different
Other
from
than
like
Florida,
Tennessee
but,
and
like-
Avalon.
I've been Alabama,
East
Florida.
Coast? That's
Doesn't Georgia have a
East.
bad
Alabama's
rep
in
of being?
the coast. Is in the Gulf.
It's
That's
in
not.
the east.
Doesn't Georgia have a bad rep?
South
of being
Carolina.
racist?
That's-
I've been to South
That's
Carolina.
the South.
Myrtle
South
Beach.
Carolina's on the beach. Yeah,
Hey
there you go.
Google,
I've
is
been to
Georgia
actual Myrtle
racist?
Beach, South Carolina. So I've definitely been
Yeah,
to the East Coast.
yeah. You've been to the East Coast.
Has
Uh,
Epstein been to Georgia?
Number 9.
Number 9, Haunted Overload. This is in Lee, New Hampshire.
It's an overload.
It goes between October 8th to 31st.
I'm not going to New Hampshire.
It costs about $28, and only $8 in the daytime.
Is it indoor or is it outdoor?
Let me read it. New England is famous for its eldritch history,
Okay.
with its real-life witch trials and 19th century vampire hunters. New Hampshire's Haunted Overload channels that mood at the Demerit Hill Farm each year, so it's outside,
Okay.
transforming it into an immersive experience that's more spooky than gory, but always chillingly done. For those seeking a more family-friendly experience, bring kids before dark for the day haunt, where there won't be any monsters.
Oh, so it's just like walking through. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a field.
You just get to
Re-
see the
Real,
spook.
real quick before the next one, did you know the theory of the witch trials and like people were eating the moldy weed?
No,
It was
but I
causing them to
know I do
hallucinate?
know about the theory of a dead man.
That's a good band. It's a really good band.
Continue.
But no,
Sorry.
so
I'm sorry.
so they had like the wheat they had was going bad.
Yeah.
So they're eating moldy weed.
Uh-huh.
Well, the mold on the weed was causing them to hallucinate.
Uh-huh.
So they
That's
were
that good
so
bacteria.
basically Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
Like they were hallucinating off of this bad wheat they had.
They also
There's a
killed
lot of-
off all of the hot women. Is really what happened. That's why, like,
Probably because
we
they
were
couldn't have them.
No, it was because like, yeah, I mean, it was like girls would get jealous of this hot girl getting attention.
with my husband.
Yeah, they killed off like all. That's why it took so long for like people like because you have like the Dutch and like German women.
Yeah,
and,
disgusting
like,
people.
No, they're gorgeous. What are you talking about? Like Northern European women? Like, you know, when you think of tall, blonde, like when you think of hot by traditional
Stereotypical
standards, yeah,
German.
like that was, and then we killed them all off. So we like
So-
the hot people didn't start showing is more like of a recent thing in,
I'm
in
back,
the history
though.
of America.
I'm back.
You're back, baby.
Burn him! Burn him!
But no, it's the wheat that played a big part of it because like it'll make you go crazy.
They
But
also they were
also-
eating specific mushrooms at the time.
They were
too.
on
Yeah.
the wheat.
They were getting that bread.
They were smoking that wheat.
The devil's wheat.
Number
Devil's
8
wetness.
is the 13th Gate. This is in
I like
Baton
that.
Rouge, Louisiana.
I feel like I've heard of this one.
This goes from October 1st to November 13th. $30 for general admission, $60 for VIP.
Ooh.
Louisiana is known
Get
for its
molested.
bayous, and 13th Gate is known for its swampy pools full of actual snakes.
Snake pools.
The 40,000 square feet of ultra realistic sets and scenarios include an outdoor graveyard full of zombies and an abandoned asylum. Looking for something even scarier, you can also purchase tickets for one of the 2 flashlight fright nights, November 5th and 6th, in which visitors can explore the completely dark passages of the 13th Gate with just a few dimly lit LED finger lights. Oh, and don't miss Carnival.
LED finger lights?
Or Carnival,
Yeah.
Carnival across the street, a festive celebration full of costumed characters, fire artists, and more revelry.
The flashlight thing would be pretty cool. I mean, do they still spook you? Are they? I hope they're still spooking you.
Spoopy.
I would assume
don't
it
know. You just explore the completely dark passages of the 13th gate.
That's all they told me.
This is all the website let me know.
The information that I gave you is all the information I know.
What was the part about the pit of snakes?
They're real snakes.
They're real snakes.
Yeah.
real pits of real snakes.
Yeah.
Okay, my mind was like you have to walk through the pit of snakes.
I think there's just snake pits.
I like the idea of like the pit of snakes, but one of them isn't defanged.
It's a swampy pool full of actual snakes.
But you don't
I don't want
interact
a
with it
swamp.
whatsoever.
I mean, the only
It's just
information I
there.
have is what's in the website.
It's just like you're just walking through, like, oh hey, pool of snakes, cool. Anyways,
I mean, you VIP, you might be able to go in there.
they just throw you in the pit of snakes. So I like the idea of you have to walk through a pit of snakes, and all of them are defanged, but one, and you just hope it's not the one. And you have to just walk through, hope it doesn't get you.
I don't like that idea. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not down for that. I wouldn't want to.
I mean, I get it.
If you want to be a VIP,
That's what you have to do.
That's
To
what
be
you have to
you pay $60 and have to do that.
It's like, okay, thanks for the $60, but you have to get in the pool of snakes.
Get in the pool.
If not, you just
Here's your
forfeited
$60 back.
$60.
It's on the
Sorry,
board.
you don't give it back. They just forfeit it.
it's like you're this height, you have to go in the pit of snakes.
Snake pit.
It's like
No.
a weird carnival thing. You have to go in if you're this height.
Number
pit.
7 is the Kersey Valley Spooky Woods.
Spook.
I
This is
just
in-
don't like the name. I'm so like,
Feels like a child name.
yeah, it feels very kid friendly at this
Cursey
point.
child, spooky woods.
This is in Archdale, North Carolina.
Oh, I'm terrified.
I don't
North
trust anyone
Carolina.
from North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay, fair. October 1st to November
White people.
6th. General admission is $30 to $35
Okay.
Oh,
and
it's called
$60 for the
Caucasians.
VIP.
What's with the expensive
Look, it's
VIP?
right there in the name. This is haunted ground. From the moment you arrive on Kersey Valley property, you are fair game to each and every haunted creature residing here. The site warns. The tour offers a veritable
Kinky.
small town of hair-raising sets and actors in admirably detailed costumes.
Oh no, a handsome werewolf! Don't take me.
So do they get to
Don't
be-
suck my blood, please.
Oh, no. My neck
I
is
would-
so exposed
I
and
would
sweaty.
hate it if you dug your fangs into my neck.
Oh my god,
No.
eat my brains.
Is that one of the ones? I mean, I guess you didn't say, so I won't really know. But it seems
It's
to
in the
allude that they
website.
can touch you at this one. This fucking mosquito.
The only thing I know is what's in the
Got
website.
it. I figured it.
I just know these kinky ass monsters are coming to take me at their will for some reason.
And my will.
Yeah,
Boom.
looking at you, Will.
Smith.
You kinky bastard.
Big Willie style's all in it.
Big Willie style.
Getting jiggy with it.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Number 6 is the
Here comes the
Cutting
Man in
Edge
Black.
Haunted House.
Cutting edge. Can we please just like appreciate how fucking
They
funny
win.
that name is?
They win.
They have a cutting edge name. Their name is Cutting Edge.
Everything in there is cutting edge technology.
Fucking Cutting Edge.
And shocker, this is in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, it's Cutting Edge.
So named for its
As it should
location
be.
in a former meatpacking plant.
Okay. Oh, fucking pun. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Cutting edge, meat packing, scary.
Cutting Edge has
Ooh.
made the Guinness Book of World Records as the
Okay.
world's
Lay it on
largest walk-through haunted attraction. Everything
people
really
haven't made it
is bigger in Texas.
People just
They
smack
should
you with
not. They
massive
should not be
cups.
allowed to do jokes. They just shouldn't. It was a bad joke.
I mean, it was.
But I read it because it's
and everything is
in the
bigger
website.
Texas.
Yeah. I've seen the woman.
I've seen Texas. It's bigger. Texas is the only place you could drive 15 hours and still be in Texas.
That's fair.
What about what about
That is
California?
fair.
I think
From northern to southern?
I mean, that's still only because of traffic. Like I'm talking, you're going like
That's
90.
still 15
You're going
hours.
90 miles an hour.
What about
from,
Alaska?
Like, you enter
How
Texas.
wide is Texas in mileage?
Dude, it's so long. It's so long. Alaska's like as big as 1/3 of the United States.
Yeah, but it's
So-
not even one piece. So
Alaska.
Most of it
Most
is.
of it is.
Juneau is like the only.
It's
one
like
that's
on
like
those little
not.
parts that are down, but like the
I guess
main-
there is a little a sliver. A
But
strip.
no, like I think Alaska is actually almost 2/3 the size of America.
It's huge.
It's gigantic.
It's huge.
huge, freaking huge.
It's huge.
But
Lay it
the
on me with the next one.
population's like
so it's so.
population's
Oh
so
wait,
small.
you have
I
to
know,
pick up
finish.
after the shitty joke.
Yeah. It'll take you about an hour to get through and expect hanging, butchered bodies, maniacs with chainsaws, and, well, we'll let their sight say it. Beware, you'll receive electrical shocks.
Oh, I would do this, man.
The
And
floors are uneven. The slides are fast and dark. You will be enveloped by creeping fog and vapors.
Okay.
And there's a ghostly drum corps.
This is a kid's playground.
I feel like the people. I just automatically assume the cast of Drumline, like just dressed up in like My Chemical Romance, like Black Parade outfits, just like
Hit it, boys. Number 5.
to the city. Just play a freaking drum rendition of
Marching band.
The 13th floor is number 5. This is in Denver, Colorado.
That's the one I've heard of. Not this one I've heard of.
This one is it goes on for a long time.
Yeah, it's like
September 11th, RIP, to November 13th. That's like 2 straight months.
It's like it's a huge attraction, dude. I'm talking. It's big. I've heard of this one before.
It's anywhere between $19.99 and $32.99.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad price.
I'd do it. Like I said, do you remember that summer that you lived with me, or that summer that you when you lived that
longer than a summer?
Yeah, that Halloween.
I know it was so fun. It felt like just a summer, but
it was like that one Halloween season where it was literally every weekend, and we went to like 2 or 3 every weekend. Like that was
some were lame, some were fun.
Yeah, it was like I could do that every year.
Oh I love it.
I love haunted houses, haunted attractions, whatever they
I've
are.
only been to like 2.
No, dude, we went to like everyone in Rogers County, like within like a 2-hour drive. We went to it pretty much.
I only remember 2.
I remember the one that was in the Research, the old Research
over in Jinx. That one was really good.
There was like something you had to like walk through something, but it felt like you were like literally enclosed in it. Like you had to walk like this to get through. Like it was in. It
was like being birthed.
Yeah. I think that's what it was like.
Yeah,
supposed to be
being
like
birthed into hell.
Yeah,
but no, there was that one room in there that it like smelled like rot, like just like. And it made me so uneasy.
Oh, somebody had some Taco Bell.
No, it was like
hey, finally you got another one. Easy. This is 2 in 1 episode. Let's space it out a little bit.
Ooh, gotta save some more for later. But no, that one was a fun one. That one was a really good one.
That was good.
Continue about the 13th. I've heard a lot about it, and I would like
actors
to do that one.
in exquisitely ghoulish costume for one. Oh, what? I missed an entire thing. What terrors await on the cursed 13th floor? Actors in exquisitely ghoulish costumes for one, plus high-tech animations and rooms that may move to shake your sense of reality. While details about the 2021 attractions will be released in the coming weeks, there were 3 in 2020: Dead End District, an abandoned town with lingering residents you don't want to run into, a creature feature starring silver screen vampires, mummies, and werewolves, and deadly reflections. Haunted house aficionados should also check out the 13th Floor's YouTube channel, which offers behind the screams videos highlighting the artistry that goes into creating these animal experiences.
Like that's I have friends who
not animal.
Yeah. Annual animal experiences. I have friends who are involved in
furries.
In like the haunt community, like stuff like they travel around and just do visual effects artist stuff, and they talk about the 13th Ward, like it is like the makeup, everything that goes there. Like if you get a gig there, you're like in. Yeah. And I just want to go to that one because of it just seems really, really, really cool.
I want to go to that one in Tulsa. I think it's off of 61st. It's in that corn maze. It's like in a cornfield.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's right off of 169. I think it's 169 and 61st.
Oh, it's probably one of the church ones then. Oh, it is. I know what you're talking about. I know where it's at. Because they do like a pumpkin patch there every year. It's like a big I know where you're talking about.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, just corn mazes are just creepy. Like
the best one in Tulsa that I have done in recent years was Hex House. It was actually really, really well done. Production wise, was really good.
Yeah.
They can touch you there, which was I like the ones where they can touch you because it gets you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And another good one that I generally at least try to go to every year is the Psychopath over in Sperry or Skytook, wherever they tout it as being. But that one's usually really good because there's a couple of different, like you do the path one where you ride in the cart, but then there's a couple of like house buildings that you walk through.
My
that are
kids,
really cool.
We made a joke about taking them to a haunted house, and they're like, "Oh, that wouldn't be scary." So we're looking for. We're gonna not to where they'll literally have nightmares, but like
a good.
I want them to be like, okay, yeah, we're not as tough as we thought we were.
Well, dude, like growing up, there used to be one just up the road here, and it was called like Old Walt's Haunted ranch or something like that, and it was a hayride that was like long, and then you went through, they had a house inside, but dude, it was really well produced for what it was. The hayride was like 45 minutes to an hour long.
Oh dang.
And you went through like a ton of different like sets, and like there was a really, really cool part where like you're just going through the field and it's just a road and it's fields, and they had this hearse that didn't have a roof on it, and they had like flamethrowers on the top of it.
Oh dang.
And it was like chasing you, and it would literally jump the road because the road was lifted up.
Yeah.
So the thing was like jumping across the road back and forth. It was just, it was awesome. And that they stopped doing it a long time ago. The old man died, I think. But anywho, continue with your story.
Oh, you know, whatever. The old man died. Continue your story.
Number 4 is the Dent Schoolhouse.
Ooh.
It's in Cincinnati. Price range is $20 to $25. Take it with a grain of salt. The allegedly true Dent Schoolhouse storyline is a fun one. The attraction's website claims it was once an actual public school, but it closed in the 1950s after a janitor known as Charlie was suspected of foul play after kids started going missing. These days, brave visitors roam the schoolhouse halls and the outdoor Queen City Slaughter Yard to find horrors around every corner. The attraction, which has been frightening guests for 25 years, opens September 17th, and true thrill seekers can experience the Dent Schoolhouse in complete darkness on November 5th and 6th.
Oh,
Complete darkness.
that would be cool.
Yeah, like the complete darkness thing is like you don't know what's around you,
Yeah.
but you can like, because you have that. Basically, what's this sixth sense? Like you feel something's close to you, but you don't know where.
Like you have someone like
Mr.
literally
Werewolf.
like walking over the whole time.
Look, my neck's exposed.
Man.
Next one is Field of Screams in Mountainville, Pennsylvania.
That's a good name. Field of Screams.
Probably like a corn maze.
Should be. It's just a parking lot.
September 10th to November 6th. Price
Drunk guy
range is
chases you.
$16 per attraction, or $35 for all 4.
Well,
Oh,
not
yeah, that's worth it.
attractive.
That's like how at Castle of Muskogee you can pay like per or like all of them. That's actually it's a decent one. That's where you should take the kids. Is Castle of Muskogee.
I might, yeah.
That's the one that has the most kid friendly areas, and even the spook area isn't like.
I'm gonna take them.
Is that the place that's the castle?
Trail
over
of
near
Blood.
Muskogee?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
That
gonna take them on the
one's
trail.
pretty
Yeah.
spooky.
Let's see them. Let's see how tough they are now.
Yeah.
Is that the place where they also hold medieval times?
That's
Yeah.
they do the Renaissance Fair there. They do.
I felt really stupid for asking, is that the castle that might be in
Castle of
Muskogee?
Muskogee. Yeah, it is the big wooden building that just has a castle.
A castle front.
No, it's
Oh,
cool.
the inside is actually really cool. It's like very old timey.
It's like a long house build inside. It's really I like going. I love Renaissance Fair.
I love
Driven
Castle
past
I
it.
love
couple
the spooky stuff that they do there.
I think we went past it going, is that that's in between here in Texas, right?
Yeah, if you go down 69.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, I don't know where we're located.
It's
We're
like
just in
40 minutes.
Oklahoma.
It's like 40 minutes from
Yeah,
here.
from right here, it's like not that far.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I remember driving from Texas and back and then seeing that.
Yeah, if you come up 69, you go right past it.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so Lancaster County's Field of Screams offers 4 themed attractions: the Frightmare Asylum, Den of Darkness, Nocturnal Wasteland, and the Haunted Hayride, which sounds less scary but looks absolutely terrifying in the video trailer, which I'm not going to play.
I've seen dead bodies.
Number 2 is the Headless Horseman Hayrides and Haunted Houses in Ulster Park, New York. General admission fee is $39.95 to $47.95 plus fees. Fans flock to Ulster Park, New York every year for the theatrical Headless Horseman Hayride, Corn Maze, and several haunted house experiences on the grounds of a gorgeous historic 18th century manor. In 2020, the Hayride was to be replaced by a drive-through experience titled The Horseman's Trail, but details regarding the 2021 season have yet to be released. Keep in mind, though, the website promises it's returning bigger and better this year.
Kinky.
No, I was just curious because it's called the Headless Horse. I was trying to see if that's where Sleepy Hollow related stuff. I can't remember where.
I don't think
Where
it's
was
in New
Sleepy
York.
Hollow?
I don't think it was in New York. I thought it was in like
I thought
Massachusetts or
I was
something.
going to say like Connecticut or something. It feels like a Connecticut thing.
Feels like a Massachusetts thing.
It feels like a New England thing.
Fictionalized version was Sleepy Hollow, New York.
Oh, okay. Well, we're wrong.
Close enough.
This is why we're stupid.
And it's
13 colonies, whatever.
Westchester County,
I can't even say
which
that
I
word. It's fun.
think might be the same county as what? Okay, what was that town one more time?
The town was Ulster Park, New York.
I have this one mosquito that's just constantly right here.
Yeah, I know. I had it. It was
I
over
just
here.
smacked it.
It was over here for a little bit.
Yeah, it likes
Oh, it's in its own county,
it likes
but it
being
is like
near
right
my eye.
there. kind of.
It's close enough. They just couldn't buy land.
Yeah,
on
they just
the
couldn't
area.
get it. They couldn't get it in Sleepy Hollow.
Number
Realtors were
one.
Number one.
Numero uno.
We made it.
El spookido.
The Castle Muskogee. I'm just kidding.
Who knew?
Number one is the Bates Motel and Haunted Hayride
I've heard good things
in
about
Glen
the Bates
Mills,
Motel.
Pennsylvania. It's between $40 to $75 with $30 group rates.
Isn't the Bates Hotel actually haunted? Allegedly.
That's where the Bates Motel is the show.
Marilyn Manson took a shit
is
there.
the show that Psycho,
Yeah.
like, and Psycho was Psycho?
Psycho the movie, yeah.
Yeah, was Psycho
Psycho de
real?
Mio?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I've only seen the original movie like twice in my life, and as a horror fan, I feel bad because I probably should have watched it a lot more. But
I know. I think I've seen it. I think I've seen the first one once.
yeah. But American Psycho, goddamn, I love it.
I haven't
So
watched
the
any
Bates
of them.
Motel and the Bates Psychopath have been
a good
dazzling
name.
visitors for 30 years with a particularly slick experience featuring animatronic props, actors, and digital effects.
I've seen
the third-
Five Nights at Freddy. I'm good.
The third attraction, the monster-filled Revenge of the Scarecrow's Haunted Corn Trail, features walkthrough sets and over 30 actors in creepy costumes. In 2021, though, those actors won't be touching anyone. Masks are also required, and there's a temperature check at the door.
Ooh, so scary. The vampire with a mask on.
I don't think the actors
I
have
think it
to.
was the people there, like not the scare.
Yeah, I don't think the actors have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
That would really take
I'd
away from the
bite you, but I'm
scariness of it.
protected.
But
Yeah.
I carry the
That's
virus.
our top 10.
That's a good top 10.
That was a good
and
top 10.
Next week we will have
Don't talk about it. A
No,
top
just
10.
Talk about it.
I'm just gonna say it's a little bit more lighthearted.
A little more lighthearted.
Oh,
But next thing,
it's physically
next
lighthearted.
week we're gonna record the Halloween episode, and you're
I
going
know.
lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
Bitch
hope
move.
this is a lie. I
Yeah,
hope this is a
it
lie.
better be. Only one way to find out. Tune into the next
tune
episode.
in next week.
And Patreon episode Thursdays drops.
2 a month.
We're not doing it next week.
Thursdays. Some Thursdays.
Some every other Thursday.
Two
Every other
Thursdays out of the
Thursday.
month.
Yeah.
Figure it the fuck out.
It'll be there. It won't. But
Yeah.
no, all right. So
I want to find out.
here we are, guys.
Hey.
Back to the tales from the cryptid.
From
Or
the
of cryptid?
beyond.
I haven't even paid attention to the title of the episode. Is it of or from? What have you
Of.
put? Of the cryptid? Tales of the cryptid.
I like the Tales of the Cryptid.
Tales
For the Cryptid.
Of Tales for the cripples.
By the Cryptid. I wrote
Tales.
this. Wow.
Tailspin. Dun-dun-dun. Anywho, so we're going to continue onward. Week 3 of Tales of the Cryptid. And this week we're going to go with another cryptid based in Native American culture, specifically
The white man.
Cherokee and Creek in Oklahoma is where it grows from the most. But this week we're going to talk about the vengeful and shape-shifting Deer Lady.
Whoa.
Yeah. Terrifying,
Went
right?
to high school with her.
You went to high school with her. Part lady, part deer. She had like
Kinky.
36 deers in her house.
Yeah.
That's like almost like,
Into some weird shit.
oh, deer.
Oh dear.
But yeah, all right. The Deer Lady, sometimes known as the Deer Woman, is a shape-shifting woman in Native American mythology in and around Oklahoma, the western United States, and the Pacific Northwest. She allegedly appears at various times as an old woman or a young, beautiful maiden or a deer. Some descriptions.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Shapeshifter, dog. Shapeshifters.
Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifters.
Oh my god, pick how you're going to look today and let's go to dinner already. Jesus Christ.
Tell that to Mystique.
But
Oh my god.
most of the time she's described as she has a human female upper with the lower body of a white-tailed deer.
Good enough for me.
Most
So it's like a
specifically,
centaur.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Most
A hot
specifically,
one, bro.
you're gonna see the
Tits.
feet, like just the
Oh.
feet. Like
Mm.
you
Yeah,
see that is the giveaway of the Deer Lady is just seeing can't wear shoes, got cloven feet. She's probably a deer lady.
It'd be
Excuses.
funny though if she had human feet.
Yeah.
But deer legs still.
Yeah, but deer legs.
Oh, that's just like terrifying. Like
Just
tiny twig
flopping
legs.
around all
Kicked by four.
Imagine him running. I just feel like sound like a frog
Oh my
running
gosh,
on its
yeah.
back legs.
That'd be scary.
You guys like my new Nikes?
For size 14.
You can't do it.
All right. Oh, oof. The Deer Woman is
You
said.
said a hoof.
I'm never going to get through this, guys. The deer woman is said to sometimes be seen as a beautiful woman just off the trail or behind a bush, calling for men to come over. The deer woman is often said to have the same features as a young normal woman, except, like we said before, her feet are shaped like the deer hooves, and she has the brown eyes of a deer. Men who are lured into her presence often notice too late that she is not a natural woman and then are stomped to death.
Tits.
Other stories and traditions describe sighting of a deer woman as to be a sign of personal transformation or warning. A deer woman, like there's like how it would be. The deer woman can be both can be seen as a vengeful spirit, like one to completely
Bruce
avoid,
saw at the end of the night,
or be one that is a protector. Like there's a lot of different ways that people look at the deer woman. Just
according to men, like apparently they're just mesmerized by a topless woman.
Well,
they get too close.
Well, it's not even like a topless woman. She is a beautiful woman, and why men should fear, like there's, like I said, specific reasons to fear or to entrust the deer woman. Men fear the deer woman because, to fear the deer woman was put out kind of as it's like a boogeyman tale, as when you're a small kid, kind of told to keep you in line. But also,
woods, run away.
Well, it's not. It's like the deer woman attacks men who sexually assault her. So
it kind of is like a woman in white.
Yeah, it is very much like a woman. It's like, so what she does, like she travels the bars, she travels like the highways, she travels these areas where the seedy people are going to be at. And she takes advantage of someone who's going to take advantage of her. And she stomps them to death. But she is also she's a protector of young children in that aspect, as she wants to keep children safe from the behaviors of men like that. She wants to, it's like she's looked at, like, because a lot of people who tell the stories are men telling the stories. So when it comes from a man, it's usually in the instances of avoid the deer woman. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a shapeshifter. You should avoid shapeshifters anyways if you subscribe to that. But men say it to avoid her because they're going to kill you. But
don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah, just don't be a piece. Don't think that you have the ability to have sex with women's anybody who's intoxicated. Anybody who says no means no, and that's it. That should be the end of the line. And if you don't, you're gonna get your ass stomped out by the deer woman. But yeah, so from the Oklahoma tale, like where our origins come from, the deer woman is a ghost of a woman who was raped and left for dead. Upon her death, she was transformed into a vengeful spirit and seeks retribution on men and women who do bad things. But continuous, like this is another way how she gets into it. Deer women love to dance and are extremely curious about human society, often infiltrating Native American ceremonies. Music's there, drum circles, lots of noise, everyone's dancing. She sneaks in, she works her way among the crowd. Yeah, she's there to find the bad people, to get rid of the bad people. So, however, the presence of a deer woman is not generally viewed as a good sign. Like I said, it's just an omen. It's something to watch out for. And the men will always try to drive her off because men are afraid of her. There's two ways.
Because she's kind of sexist.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sexist. Well, I mean, like I said, she will. If
did you say sexist or sexy?
Sexist.
Both
and sexy. Okay. I mean, by definition, she's sexy.
So, man, I keep tripping over my own feet here. It's
I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. So there are ways to drive off. Like they're shapeshifters, of course. They're super beautiful, but they're also super strong, which is how they can stomp you out. But there's ways to drive them off. Easiest way is as if you notice, as soon as you notice that it is a deer woman, she will try to leave. Like once she is found out and she is aware that she is found out, she will leave the situation. But you can protect the whole situation by tobacco smoke. Like just tobacco smoke will drive the deer woman away.
That's
in the
what
first
big
place.
tobacco wants you to think.
So deer woman can be repelled via tobacco smoke and prayers. However, the best means of not becoming a victim of a deer woman is to always check the feet of strange women you may encounter. I mean, but here's the thing.
That's a good rule.
Let me see your feet.
Hey, that's a good rule of thumb, regardless.
Anyways, because
I feel like that's the definition of like what she's trying to hunt down at that point.
Like
We're just looking at women like, let me see your feet.
let me see them toes. Let me
You know what?
suck on
I'm just
them
gonna
toes.
fucking
Let
stomp
me
you,
see them
actually.
toesy woesies.
So the deer woman has the hooves of a doe and will attempt to hide from their victims. As soon as she's seen, she's gone. If her would-be victim can expose her hoof feet, then the gig is up. Seeing a deer woman's hoof feet will also break the enchantment that she's placed on her victim. So she is an enchantress. If she's got you, she's going to keep you here. She's going to keep you at the face. But once you notice that, you're free. You're free of the fact that she's got you tied up. Other than checking the hoof feet, another method for protecting oneself is to quickly glance away and not look at a person you may suspect. So if you don't if you think, don't make eye contact, don't engage, don't just leave them alone, let her live their life, and that's it. But really, like the deer woman is another tale of the boogeyman. I mean, it's another way to keep you in line.
A dude in the forest be like, "Sup, bitch? Come on,
but
come here."
But really, I mean, it's another way to convey the story of just treat others right, and you'll be fine. So I don't think any of us in this room, Jake maybe after a couple of beers might have to worry a little bit.
He's a little problematic.
But hey, man, just
not.
look at the feet. Just look at the. We already know you got a foot fetish anyway.
That's I was gonna say that's my issue in the first place.
So he's not. So then he's fine.
So he's got a foot fetish and he's got a furry fetish.
There you go.
Like,
I mean, the deer woman's
right for you.
Yeah, but once you look at her feet, you're gonna be fine. But really, like just
cute tiny tail.
It's another one of the ones. Another Native American tale that, like I said, how you said, it's like a woman in white. There's several iterations, not only in American culture or Native American culture, but like it's worldwide. The idea of the deer woman, and I can go into it.
Listen, I watch Supernatural. I'm a little bit of an expert.
Yeah, like so. I just want to just dive into just a little bit outside of America real quick, and then we'll wrap it up, and then we can go on to whatever's got whatever you guys are thinking about.
What about America?
The deer woman is similar in nature to several other female figures in folklore from other regions in the world.
Hillary Clinton.
Such as the La Lorna from Mexico and southwestern United States, the Fiora of Chile,
Guy Fieri,
the Colombian creatures, the Patasola, and the Tunda and the Lara of Brazil. Man, they're literally everywhere.
These are weird motherfuckers.
The Zana from Spain, the Nagquinas, which is a serpent woman, same concept, but a serpent woman from India, and all of them are females who at times functions as sirens, leading men to their death, or
siren head,
like being scared off themselves. Like it's like they all have like the same. Like once you notice, the common theme is once you notice them, they will drive away. So it's just really weird to think, like. These old folk tales, like they don't necessarily die off. They just evolve when you come to a new place. And it's just really, really neat. Like that's what I think of is the most, I'm not going to say unique because it's universal, but like the most interesting thing about cryptids in general, in my opinion, is they're not just like the one cryptid that here isn't just that cryptid here. It's a different name,
right.
But they all have it's all like that interconnected, which makes it kind of, this is where it gets weird. It's kind of like they've always been here. It's kind of like they are here, and it's just they get seen at different times. Mm-hmm. It's like this is where it gets really, really fringe on my ideas of cryptids. Is it's like fourth dimensional beings that break the plane every now and then. And
the Goblin universe.
The Goblin universe. It's like whenever they break through, it doesn't matter where they break through. It's because the dimensional plane, they're here already. It's just we don't see them. They're already here on the dimension. They just pop through and then they get seen. And by one culture, they might not get seen for hundreds of years, but that story of seeing this thing is going to spread amongst culture. Mm-hmm. And then it gets seen in another culture. Or goblins. But then you also have the idea, stories get handed down. Like there's been like 6 Jesuses, whatever, if you want to go back and the idea of that. But
there's a lot more living in like South Houston.
But
sounds like we need to call Josh Gates. Get some destination truth.
But no, it's just really, really cool that a cryptid like this is, like a protector cryptid. In a sense, while it's not a good cryptid, a protector cryptid has been viewed, and as the story has been told through so many different cultures, and even like a big version of it, the one like a big popular version of it, all comes back to Oklahoma. Like the Cherokee Deer Lady, I mean, or just the Oklahoma version of the Deer Lady, be it the Creek, be it the Cherokee. It was in Reservation Dogs. They did a Deer Lady episode. That's popular culture, man. They're like, it's crazy and it's awesome. So
it is just
another
convenient that like every cryptid kind of does teach you like a life lesson.
Yep, exactly.
Or kind of wants to correct a wrong that happened.
Exactly. It's neat, and I like it.
And
that's how I like to think about it. So,
yes,
but I'm really excited next week. Oh my god, I got a really good one. I'm really excited about next week.
And I'm very excited for it as well.
Teaser
is a lot to talk about, especially
flip.
being here in Oklahoma, and I'm very excited. So, but that's gonna be my little bit on the vengeful deer lady of this week. So
the end of Tales of
very
the
interesting.
Cryptid.
Very interesting.
it's a cool one. It's one that. I mean, it's one, like I said, I've talked about it before, and I've talked about it every
kinky.
time. Like the native cryptids are
The
like
cute
have a
little
piece
tail.
of me just because of what I like to subscribe to. But man, it's just they're there.
They're there.
You just might never get to see it.
So we've
If you're a good person.
covered news stories, top 10 horror locations like haunted houses, and Jake's Fantasy Girl.
Yeah,
I think we covered it
I
today,
think
boys.
we got this one in the bag.
We,
boys.
covered- we checked a lot of my list right now.
Yeah,
It's
good.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
Jake's
like
gonna go
it.
home and he's gonna lose about 2 gallons of liquid out of his body, both
Mhm.
semen and urine, most likely.
We don't talk about that. Yeah.
You know. But
It's in the
but
contract.
Yeah, it is. Shit. Fired.
Luckily, you're in close with the producer.
Hell yeah.
That's hot.
Anyways, go follow us on all the social medias, especially Twitter.
Twitter, baby.
Especially Twitter.
My Twitter finger's itching, guys. Twitter
Yeah.
fingers are itching.
Yeah,
I'll get back into it.
yeah, we gotta.
I'll scratch that
We're
itch.
gonna be more active on Twitter.
Mm.
Just
Definitely
Painfully-
not less
painfully active on
yeah,
Twitter.
not less active. We were doing like a
You
post a
might
week.
wish less active, but it's going to be active.
Just make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. $1 a month will get you off the rails
Every Thursday.
every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday.
I'm
Anyways, yeah, I know.
trying.
So yeah, we will see you all again next week.
Mm.
Toodaloo.
Toodles.
Bye.
Everything in moderation.
Everything's moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Except crack and meth.
And moderation.
Pure substances, though, is like pure crack and heroin.
Pure. Well, if you want pure, I mean, pure crack is just more pure coke. But let's just eat coca leaves. Just eat some coke. Chew on some coca leaves.
If I can find some, yeah.
Go to Colombia, my guy.
I don't think that's how far I want to go to get cocaine.
We'll never see you again.
Probably, yeah.
You'll be like, this is good coca leaf,
Yeah.
and you'll be beheaded.
a small white guy, yeah. Pretty sure I'd kind of stick out with my height at least.
No, you'd probably fit in with your height,
That's fair.
but not the skin
Not the
color.
complexion, no.
No.
And I think there's going to be a language barrier issue as well.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I would just start trying to speak Spanish.
Como te llamo? Kill him!
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't
Jeff?
Spanish and a little bit of Japanese.
My name Jeff.
And I don't know which would be more offensive.
Both.
Ohio!
You
Look
would
at this racist white
you
guy.
would try to do an accent. I can see you trying to do an accent
Oh.
while you're down there, and they just kill you on the spot.
Just be like,
They just gut you like a pig.
and take your money out of your wallets.
Yep. He has
Well, no.
2 wallets?
2 wallets. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I do have like just a big wallet, so it counts.
No, that's still just one.
But it has so many pockets.
Talking about
even-
his prison wallet.
So ironically, where I keep it on my wallet,
My normal wallet is inside my prison wallet.
double protection.
Walletception.